Hello everyone and welcome to the latest instalment of our Marketplace Matters series. I'm James Seven from the Issuer Services team at London Stock Exchange. I'm delighted today to be joined by one of our Marketplace members, Morrow Sodali. Morrow Sodali are a global corporate advisory firm providing governance consulting, shareholder and bondholder engagement, M&A and activism services. I'm joined by Kiran Vasantham, Senior Director, Investor Engagement, and Borja Miranda, Managing Director, Head of M&A and Activism for EMEA and Latin America. A very warm welcome to you both, and thank you both very much for giving up your time to speak with us today. So we're going to talk today about institutional investors and the state of M&A and activism in EMEA, specifically navigating the business impact of COVID-19 and the implications for corporates. With no doubt, COVID-19 impacted on M&A activity, but its implications have also influenced other deals due to industry consolidation or new business opportunities arising in some industries. While COVID-19 created opportunities for well-capitalized buyers and private equity firms, other opportunities are coming from corporates selling or spinning off non-strategic assets. In addition, underpriced stocks and low valuations are inviting activist investors to take or enlarge their positions. So an increase of activism campaigns is also expected if company performance or strategic decisions remain unsatisfactory in a post-COVID-19 world. So Borja, please tell us a little bit about yourself and of course about Morrow Sodali.
Thank you, James. It's a pleasure being here. Morrow Sodali is an international firm with 13 offices around the world, main hubs London, New York, and Sydney, and clients in over 40 countries. We provide proxy solicitation services, M&A and activist advisory and execution services, and ESG consulting services. In other words, we could differentiate our services into transactional services in one hand, those addressed to support the maximum outcome of any corporate event that requires shareholders or bondholders response, like, for example, general meetings, public to private transactions, or exchange offers. In these transactions, Morrow Sodali, acting as information agent or proxy solicitor, directly engage with investors and proxy advisors. In the other hand, consulting services, we provide to our clients the knowledge acquired from the experience of hundreds of collaborations per year, as, for example, assessing M&A and activist situations, advising on ESG matters, or preparing the general shareholder meeting. About myself, I would say that after 13 years in the company, I had the opportunity to lead several very diverse mandates in various jurisdictions, both in Europe, like in Spain, Luxembourg, Italy, UK, Nordics, or in LATAM, in Mexico, Brazil, Chile, or Argentina. While I maintain my previous responsibilities as head of Iberian and Latin markets, I coordinate the M&A and activist practice in EMEA and LATAM, which is something that I really enjoy. It keeps me very busy, but I'm very honored with such responsibility.
Okay, thank you very much. And Kiran, turning to you, tell us a bit about yourself and what exciting projects you're working on at the moment.
Sure. Thanks, James. So I'm the Senior Director of Investor Engagement at Morrow Sodali. Been here for 9 years and I enter my 10th. And basically, I oversee the engagement and communications during our M&A transactions and special situations. In terms of the live projects, there are two things I wanted to really talk about. But right now, we're working on a couple of public tender offers. And one of our key roles is helping clients to obtain sentiment from shareholders. And like in some cases, once a PTO goes live, the market might react differently. And what sometimes happens, a lot of new investors enter the stock. This can impact the DNA of the shareholder base. And so, keeping the client up to speed, which is what we do, can help them react in a specific way. And, we at Morrow Sodali, we have our global engagement team. We have a lot of key relationships with investors. We have experience in similar situations, and that really allows us to assess the tone of investors during these times. The other exciting project I wanted to discuss was our investor survey, our 2021 survey, which will come out every next year. Every year we post questions around governance, ESG, executive pay, and activism. And our aim is to understand how the issues might impact their investment decisions, their engagement priorities, or their voting decisions. And I think we have a really great sample from a broad range of investors. On average, we get about $30 trillion of assets under management that provide input. So we're really excited about that.
Great. Kiran, staying with you, could you provide some insights from that investor survey related to shareholder activism?
Sure. Yeah, in our 2020 investor survey, we try to distinguish now between traditional activism and ESG activism. However, what's really caught the eye pre-COVID, during and post-COVID is the impact of ESG activism and stakeholder risks. The cause really depends on the situation of the investee company, but what we've observed is more focus on the board, its role, the composition, its oversight, and really how it interacts with the management on strategic decisions. So look, we're advising our clients what's important to investors. We're interacting with investors every day, and this is helping clients to understand the emerging trends.
Thanks, Kiran. So Borja, turning to you, how do you see M&A and activism in Europe post COVID-19?
Yeah, I would say that I expect some M&A in the short term as crisis or opportunistic driven rather than strategically driven. Regarding activism, now most of the activist campaigns are focused on sectors or industries that continue to show a poor performance in line with past years, but now even worse due to COVID's impact. Therefore, we expect to see growing activist trends focused on companies unable to recover pre-COVID valuations or unable to provide a clear path for a business recovery. Therefore, CEOs and board of directors will more than ever be under the rigid scrutiny of the market, and their decisions will be strictly analyzed by investors in a post-COVID era.
Kiran, turning to you, what's going to be on the agenda for you in the next few months?
Well, we'll be supporting many of our clients during the engagements with shareholders in the coming months. In particular, how to improve their ESG profile, helping them articulate their communication plan, and mainly advising boards on what the key topics and questions might be during their engagement with investors. From an M&A perspective, we do anticipate an uptick. Speaking to a couple of investors over the last few days, there's quite optimism. So we could be involved in more deals in the coming months.
Kiran, Borja, turning to you, what's going to be keeping you busy in the next few months?
In line with Kiran's comments, local teams are also holding several talks with our clients about 2021 meeting season. Engaging investors is the best starting point for a successful general meeting, even in this pandemic context, which implies new engagement dynamics. On the other hand, we still have many M&A and activist campaigns to work on. These are the top priorities right now, and said so, I continue busy monitoring the market and holding discussions with issuers, investors, and advisors. COVID-19 continues impacting different industries and markets in very diverse ways, and we are following all of them.
Borja, thank you very much. Kiran, thank you too. Let me just say thank you both very much for taking the time to speak with me today and for sharing with us your really insightful thoughts. For more information on Morrow Sodali, please visit their marketplace page at www.lsegissuerservices.com/marketplace/Morrow-Sodali. Once again, thank you both very much, and thanks to everyone for watching.